stretching the arms long towards the top of the mat. So just for the recording, I do have Bruno in the room if you do hear any moans, groans or motion. So just take that length in a little bit more with your arms. Feeling that stretch into the shoulders, into the upper back. I'm going to get you to take a long inhalation in through the nose and a sigh out of the mouth. So that long inhalation in. And again, that sigh back out. We're going to take one more breath in this way. All the way in. All the way out. And then just take that walk over to your right side. So walk the hands, walk the head over to the right. So you can feel that stretch, that release down the left side of the body. Just closing the eyes. So we have 7 chakras. They're located down the midline of the body. From the root, base of the spine, all the way up to the crown of the head. And ideally, all chakras contribute to our well-being. Our instincts work together with our feelings, our thinking. But quite often this is not the case. And our chakras become maybe underactive or overactive. Just take that walk over to your left side, head and the arms. Feeling that stretch down the right side of the body. So just allowing your practice today to delve into those chakra points. We work them every time we come to our mat. We're just going to increase our focus to these areas. Our chakras are connected to different parts of our body and our organs. And they spin like a wheel, like a vortex. We want to draw the energy of all 7 chakras upwards so they flow freely. Just like a river flowing, no blockages. When you're ready, just make your way back to center. We're coming into down dog, so pressing the hands into the mat, bending into the legs, heading back, drawing those heels down. And let's just take a walk, pushing the toes into the mat, each side. A wiggle, a shake, one leg at a time. And again, if you need, you just sigh out of the mouth, letting go, coming back once again to that present moment as we spoke about yesterday. Finding stillness now in your down dog. Let the head go, maybe give it a shake, yes and no. Let the jaw soften, no tension anywhere in the head, the jaw, the throat. And then take that walk towards your toes with your hands. We're going to hold on to our elbows, just letting the body hang. Maybe taking a sway side to side. Taking a roll, pushing the spine up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together once there. Maybe looking up, maybe stretching back a little, slight back bend. And then straightening the body, exhaling all the way back down to the toes. Letting the head go. We're going to take a walk down our mat, so we come into our plank pose, our hands under our shoulders. Lowering the knees here, dropping the chin, the chest down to the mat. Relaxing the toes, rolling to your cobra, and then exhaling back to those heels. We're going to do that again, rolling forward. Dropping chin, chest down to the mat, elbows bent tight to the body, rolling to cobra and exhaling back to the heels. One more time, rolling up, rolling down. This time as you roll up to cobra, take a turn over to your right shoulder, pulling your right shoulder back, and then drop back down to your mat. Roll up, take a turn towards that left shoulder, so you're twisting through the spine, very gently. Lower back down to your mat, back into Balasana, back to the heels, and then into your down dog. This time we're taking a walk towards our hands, all the way to the top of our mat and bringing our feet together, folding over the legs. Once again, just letting that head feel heavy. We're going to inhale into our chair pose, reaching up, feet together, legs together, arms long. Inhaling and then exhaling, just sending the arms to the right side and then inhaling back up to center. Exhaling, arms to that left side and back to center. Let's do that one more time each side. Exhale right, inhale center, exhale left, inhale center. Rising up, palms together, and then exhaling, folding all the way back down to the toes. Send that spine long, step back right foot, drop the right knee. Let's come to our lunge, bringing the arms up, holding here. Send the hands back to the heart and let's take a twist over towards our left knee. Left elbow up to the ceiling, right knee, right elbow pointing down. And you always have that option of coming up onto the toes as well, straightening that back leg. Dropping that knee down if you came up, coming back to center, framing that left foot, heading back into your plank. We're going to lower all the way down to our mat, roll up to our cobra, and exhale into our down dog. Once again, we're taking that walk to the top of the mat, feet come together, legs together, and fold. Heading back into our chair pose, long arms, reaching up. We've got that exhale over to the left side, that inhale center, exhale right, inhale up. One more each side, left first, center, exhale right, and center. Straightening the legs, coming all the way up, and then exhaling, folding all the way back down to those toes. Let go. Straightening that back, sending the spine up to the ceiling, and then stepping back with that left leg, dropping the left knee down, coming to your lunge, long arms. Sending the hands to that heart center. Let's take a twist over that right knee. Have that option of coming up onto the back leg as well. Holding here. Framing that foot, let's step it back, plank pose. Take that lower down, that rise up and down dog when you're ready. Send the right leg back, pointing the toes down to the mat. Let's step forward, top of the mat, long arms, bending into that front leg, sending that left heel back. Let's exhale, fold forward, arms behind, and inhale up. Exhale, fold down, chest to thigh. Inhale long. One more, take it back. And inhale up. Hands back to that heart center. Let's take a twist over that knee. Twisting to the right. Drop that left knee down, push it long. Drop down, squeeze long. One more, take it down, take it long. You may want your block here at outer edge of that right foot. We're going to send the left hand down, the right arm long. Taking that twist a little deeper. Framing that right foot, removing your block, stepping it back to your plank. Dropping the knees down, sending the chin down to the mat, pushing back up. Dropping down, pushing strong. One more. Pushing strong. Back onto those toes, coming into your vinyasa, lowering down to your mat, rolling to cobra, and exhale, down dog. Coming back to your breath. Taking that sigh if you need it. Feeling present, feeling all 10 toes on your mat, all 10 fingers. Send that left leg back, squeezing that left glute. We're stepping forward, top of the mat, bringing those arms up. Ready for our inhale and exhale, inhaling long, exhaling down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chest to thighs. Inhale long. Exhale down. Coming back up, long arms, hands to the heart. We're twisting over to that left knee. Maybe grabbing our block as our right hand comes down to the mat and our left arm goes long. Really awakening the digestion here. One more breath. Frame that foot, step it back, plank pose. Drop the knees. We're lowering up and down. You can always stay up completely on the toes without dropping the knees if you want something more challenging. Let's do one more for luck. And then back onto those toes, lower all the way down. Roll it up. Exhale, down dog. Finding that breath. Take that walk to the top of the mat, feet together, and fold. Rising all the way up, palms together. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. And again, inhale up. Take that twist right. Inhale, twist left. We've got one more each side, coming back to center. Turning to the right. And back to center, turning to the left. Center, and exhale, fold, let it go. Long spine when you're ready. Left leg back and the right. Last, lower to the mat. We're staying here, so relax your toes. Send the arms alongside you. Little bit of distance in the feet. We're going to bring up the chin, the chest, the arms, the legs, and squeeze it back. So you're pushing the very base of the spine down towards the mat. Feeling into that lower root area, coming back to that sense of grounding. And when we stand on our mat, we're practicing that grounding, that connection of the feet, lowering into the earth. We're going to take 2 more breaths, squeezing up, squeezing back a little more. Being aware of that lower spine, that root chakra, that area of safety, security, connection. And then exhaling, rolling down. Kick back, take hold of your ankles. If you can always do one leg at a time. Pull the shoulder blades back, like you're drawing the shoulder blades together. Send the knees a little closer together. And let's roll up, chin, chest. Maybe the thighs come up, maybe the thighs stay down. Moving your awareness to that sacral area, just above the roots, just below the belly button. As you inhale and you exhale, maybe you're massaging a little here. It's related to the sexual organs, it's related to creativity. Taking a few more breaths. Colour orange. One more breath. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands just under your shoulders, head into a balasana. Dropping the head down, releasing the lower back. Coming back to your long breath here. Coming back to that awareness of the root chakra, that colour red, that feeling of safety, security, and being grounded. It's connected to our organs of elimination, our digestive system. And as you move up to the sacral area, colour orange, connected to the bladder, the kidneys. And when this area is unbalanced, we feel unmotivated. We feel maybe withdrawn. Once again, connected to the sexual organs, our creative area has a water element. Taking one more breath here. When you feel ready, you're going to roll up all of the way onto your bottoms and send the legs out. So we're going to work into our solar plexus. You can probably guess what's coming. So let's first of all just send the hands behind, fingers pointing towards you. We're going to be drawing the knees in. When we exhale, we send the legs long, we rest back towards the elbows. So it's an inhale in, it's an exhale long. So we keep going, we want to stimulate our fire, that solar plexus area, that yellow light. It's that area of willpower, of determination, of confidence. Keep your breath moving with that movement. Take a rest at any point you need to. We're strengthening our core. Everything stimulates from this area. We've got 2 more to do. 1 more. Bring the knees back up. Don't drop them down. Send the hands out and lift off those feet. Engaging last few breaths. I know you're probably feeling that area. We're definitely stimulating it. Let's take 2 more breaths, maybe straightening those legs a little more. Might be wobbling, might be shaking, it's okay. Last breath. And we're going to drop down, send the soles of the feet together away from the body. Lift out of your lower back, so grow tall out of your spine. And then let's just walk forward. You can always thread the hands through the legs on top of the feet, or just simply grab your toes, or even your block if you want to use your block to support your head. But you're releasing from that lower spine. Once again, coming back to those lower chakras. Working with all 3, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. Taking back our power, our control, not being a victim, we're in control. And let's just take 2 more breaths here, folding forwards, using that exhalation if you want to go any deeper. Rolling back up. Take a cross into the legs. You can always sit on your block if you need. Let's inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm long, and we're going to alternate. Going side to side. You can always hold one side if you need it. Working into that side body. Maybe starting to go a little deeper, bending into those elbows. Feeling alive, feeling awakened. Last one each side. Coming back to center. Place your hands on your knees or just in front of you. Let's start to circle around the body. Close the eyes. Working round to the right. Again, you make your circle as big, as small as you need this morning. Reverse that circle. Few more breaths. Last one. Coming back to center, just close your eyes for a moment. Maybe just feeling that energy in the lower body, starting to rise up from the root to the sacral, to the solar plexus. Clearing any unwanted energy, any stagnation, any blocked areas, just release and let go. Gently open the eyes. We're going to come on to our knees. So if you want to sit on your block, you can do so. If you feel that it's uncomfortable to put pressure on the knee joints, use your block. You want a little bit of distance in the knees. We're going to start to open into our heart. So the way we do that is we bend backwards. So if you can imagine when we're coming forwards, we're closing that heart center. You notice a small child or anybody scared, we tend to do this movement. We want to open and free this area. So let's just start by coming into that seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to come side to side. So let's bring the right hand back, drop it behind you. We done this yesterday, and then push into the hips and reach that left arm back. And then drop back down, hands to knees, and we're going to alternate. That left arm is back, that right arm is long. So keep the movement fluid, graceful, there's no rush. We're taking our time, coming back to the knees, and then changing sides. So in your own time, and if it feels good just to pause or hold for a little longer, then you do that. This is your practice, it's not mine. Just moving through the body. Bringing your awareness to that heart center, that colour green. It's the chakra for the heart and the lungs. Reaching long when you come back. It's that area of love, of unconditional love, of self-love, self-care. And when you're ready, just come back to your knees for a moment. Just closing the eyes again. We're not quite done here, but I want you to come back to that awareness of the heart area. Again, it's an area that we tend to be quite disconnected from. We're generally more connected to the lower chakras, particularly because they're areas that we can feel a little more. We can feel our lower back if there's issues. We can feel our tummies if we're anxious, if we're stressed, but we don't tend to feel the heart so much. We have to rely on our inner wisdom, our inner intuition. And the more we come to our mats, the more we practice, the more we become aware. Taking one more breath here. Releasing from your block, we are going to use it. If you have a blanket to hand, just bring it to the top of your mat. It's going to come to your head, but just make sure it's not supporting your neck anywhere. You don't want your head compromised, pushing up. Our block is going to go into the middle of our back. We're opening more into our heart and into our throat. So you're going to come to a seated position. It's really trial and error, so I find the block works kind of around the bra strap area, but you have your hands to move it up and down, and you have done this position before. So make sure when you come back you keep your feet on the mat, so they're taking some of that weight. You roll down towards your block. Again, you've got your hands here if you need to adjust, and you bring your head to your blanket. You can always use a second block if it feels too strong on the neck. And obviously just take the hands back, adjust your block to however you need it. You can always roll your blanket a little more if you want it a little higher, a little more supportive. And then once you have that position, you're going to let your palms face upwards out to the side of your mat. Make sure your neck is comfortable. You shouldn't be holding anything, especially the neck. I'll just give you a few moments just to be comfortable in this pose. It is strong. Back bends are strong. We want to make sure we're not holding, and we feel that we can rest in this back bend with full awareness. If you need, pop your head higher. And once you have that position, just close your eyes. It's a lovely release for our spine as well. We're awakening that energy further upwards. Coming back to our heart area, that colour green, the colour of spring. The element here is air. And our heart carries our trauma, any unprocessed grief, anything from our past. And as we work with this chakra, we start to open up, releasing sadness to joy, maybe releasing anger to compassion, maybe releasing fear to faith. Anytime you need to come out of this asana any sooner, you do so. Just come to lying on your back. We're going to move upwards to our throat. The colour here is blue. And our ability to speak what we know in our hearts. Not suppressing, but being vocal. When this area is shut down, we often feel depressed, unable to communicate. When it's balanced, we feel in tune with our inner wisdom, and we listen within. Feeling that energy rising and growing through all of the chakras. Root, sacral, solar plexus, the heart and the throat. Taking one more breath here. And then I'm going to get you to release off of your block. Just roll up, push your block away. And then come back to lying on your back for a moment. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, squeeze them in, give yourself a hug. Take a roll side to side. And then roll over to one side to bring yourself back up. We're going to swing round onto our hands, onto our knees, into our table. Just step that left foot back a little as you send your right leg long on your mat and open up and reach. You have that option of bringing up that right leg. If you bring it up, let's just drop it down, bring it up a few times, just working that outer thigh. Up and down. Engaging that side body, your obliques, and then holding that leg if you've drawn it up. 2 more breaths. One more. Dropping that leg down, rolling back into your table. And then drawing that right knee in towards the nose, squeezing it in and sending it long. Again, squeezing in, nose to knee, taking it long. Let's do 2 more. Send the body long. And last one. Reaching long. We're going to bring that right knee between our hands, send that big toe to the side of our mat and walk our left leg long, all the way down our mat. Coming onto the fingers, maybe staying here, maybe kicking back and taking hold of the ankle of that left foot. Maybe just one hand comes back, maybe 2 hands come back. We're still working into our heart, our throat here. Finding balance through all of the chakras, through our body. Taking one more breath here. Release that leg if you've been holding it and walk down your mat. Take support if you need it, or bring that third eye point straight onto your mat. Reaching the arms long, making a pillow with the hands. You want to feel supported. Shifting that left leg back a little more so you feel that stretch in the lower back into the hips. And then just take that rock into the third eye point. A little side to side massage. Delving into that point of intuition. Once you've taken that massage, just maybe finding stillness here. A point between the eyebrows. It's associated with the pineal gland in the brain. It's our perception, how we see the world, our intuition, our spiritual growth. And the colour here is indigo. So maybe just seeing if you can feel that colour at your third eye point. We're taking 2 more breaths. We are going to be coming back to this chakra. 1 more breath. And then bringing the body back up, hands either side of that right knee. Just step it back into a last down dog here. Take your walk, your pedal, whatever you need. Dropping the knees back down to your mat, into your table. We're going to shift that right foot out to the side a little as we come onto our right hand and we send that left leg long, reaching up with that left arm. Maybe we're bringing up that left leg, maybe we're keeping that foot down. Reaching long with that left arm. If we bring up that leg, maybe we're doing a pulsing up and down a little, tapping, reaching long, gauging all down that left side. Again, everything's optional. Holding up. 2 more breaths. And then bringing that foot down, rolling back to your table. And we've got that knee to nose. So we want to send that left leg long. And then draw it in towards the nose, crunching in, extending long. Keep going in your own time, squeezing in, releasing long. It's a slow movement, full awareness. We've got 2 more to do. And then we're bringing that knee towards the hand, sending big toe to the side of the right mat, sending that right leg back, shifting back as far as you can. Coming up onto the fingertips, maybe here's just enough today. Maybe we're kicking back, holding that right ankle with just one hand. Maybe it's both hands going back, staying here. And just finding our breaths. We want to breathe all the way down to the belly. Feeling that breath in the throat. And then taking that release slowly down to your mat, all of the way back to that third eye point. Maybe feeling good to massage into that point. Maybe it feels good to hold and release. You decide. Coming back to that colour indigo. If this area is quite closed, we tend to ignore our inner wisdom. Our bodies are always talking to us. Our intuition is always working. The mantra that we use here, that we will use this evening, is the mantra Om. I'm going to take 2 more breaths. And 1 more. And then walking back up. Let's do a final downward dog here. Send the body back. And then walk the feet to the hands. We're going to sit down on our mats and come all the way down onto our backs. So lying down, take a bend back into the legs, resting the head down on your mat. Let's just place the left heel on top of the right knee. Squeeze that knee in, pushing the lower back and the spine into your mat and drawing up the head to meet it. Squeezing in here. Releasing back down to the mat. Let's change sides. Right heel on top of that left knee. Let's take that squeeze in once again, drawing up the head if the neck feels comfortable. Holding. And then releasing back down. Send the legs long on your mat. Take a full body stretch. Stretch everything long. Maybe a sigh, a yawn. Opening all through those chakras. Feel them expanding and spinning. Energy awakening. And then draw in that right knee. Squeeze it in. Give that foot a little roll around through the ankle, both ways. And let's place that foot on top of our left knee, ready for our spinal twist over to the left side. Move that right arm away from the body. Close the eyes. This last release before we come to our final chakra, the crown of the head. Coming back to center when you're ready. Send the whole body long once again. One final stretch, one final release. Before we draw that left knee in now, squeeze it in. Take that roll through the ankle, both ways. And then take that twist the opposite way, over to that right side, left arm long. And the eyes close. And then bringing yourself back to center. You need to be warm and comfortable for Shavasana. So grab anything you need right now to make yourself comfortable for our final chakra point. You can always take some support under the knees, some small support under the head. And let the body go. So your palms are going to be facing upwards, ready to receive. The feet are going to fall out to the side and you're lying on your back. Closing the eyes. Drawing your intention inwards. Being aware of the breath just travelling through the body, expanding and releasing. As There's nowhere to be, there's nothing to do, just be in this moment. Coming to your final chakra point, the crown chakra at the top of the head. The colour here is violet. And it's related to the brain, the endocrine, the nervous systems. And when this chakra is in balance, we have a good, positive routine with our yoga practice, our meditation, maybe journaling, taking time in nature, and understanding that connection with all things, coming back to that energy that's all around us. It's our bridge from our small self to our big self, that infinite intelligence, that awakening. And as you rest in this awareness, just being aware of all 7 chakra points. From the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. When you feel ready, just bringing your awareness back to the body, lying on your mat. Starting to slowly move the fingers, the toes. Maybe taking that full body stretch again, or drawing the knees into the chest. Bringing yourself over to one side when you feel ready. Coming back to seated. So we're going to finish with one Om mantra. We will be working through the mantras this evening in our members' meditation. We'll just finish with Om to end our practice. So let's inhale and begin. your hands to your heart. Let that sense of balance move through your day today as you leave your yoga mat. Bowing to Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you.